California has many hidden beauties, from the tall coniferous forests of the Sierra Nevadas to the dry baking desert of Death Valley. I have been on many hiking trips ever since I was small. My dad would usually take Ian and I on local nature hikes, and sometimes along with my friends' families as well. We've hiked all around San Diego County, from the Anza-Borigo Desert to the Cuyamaca Forest. Hiking was of all my favorite recreational activity, not because it was long, hard, and monotonous, but because it was fun, relaxing, and easy. I loved to socialize with my friends while walking the tranquil soils of nature. Never did I expect any mountain sickness or extreme exhaustion. Of the many camping trips I went to, there is one that is most memorable, for it took my consciousness beyond the horizon of my knowledge about hiking. In 2015, my dad took us to the Sierra Nevada mountains for a hike up Palisade Glacier. We camped overnight at the trailhead and began the next morning. We began at roughly 7,500 feet, where I instantly picked up a light headache. But after every step, it became worse and worse. We ascended up to the second waterfall, my headache increasing and feeling a slight knock on my skull. The gushing of the streams beside me seemed to try to drag me down, slowing my ascent. Tall, gigantic mountains hovered on both sides of me, seemed to get smaller, then bigger, making me dizzier and bumfuzzled. The barren dirt of the dry mountain abruptly became the lush green trees of a small forest. The chalked rocks beside the main trail became small daisies and green grass. However, my headache did not subside. At 9,000 feet, the hammering persisted in my head, and I could not bear it. Every few steps I had to stop and rest. The pain felt like waves crashing against my head. At this point, we knew we wouldn't make it to the glaciers, but endeavored to see the lakes. We hiked to the lake at 10,000 feet elevation, where I finally stopped to rest. I was dizzy, tired, and emotionally deleterious. I felt like I caught the flu, a high fever that ceaselessly escalated every breath. However, the view was truly picturesque. The emerald green lake bed glistened from the white snow, and cast a soporific spell upon me. Tall evergreen trees surrounded the solitary lake, isolating the beauty from outside spectators. Small currents danced upon my feet, carrying the ripples of its glacial past. This was a hike like no other. Thus was my first experience on relatively high altitude. Not only have I been introduced to a whole new obstacle and level of hiking, but have lived the consequences of trespassing the altitude boundaries of the Sierra Nevadas to live in its ethereal world.